Hello students. So the topic that we are going to cover today is the structure of the organelle chloroplast. Before we start discussing about the structure, let's revise something that we have read in the previous class. Well, chloroplast comes under the category of plastids. As we all know that plastids, they are of three different types: leucoplast, chromoplast and chloroplast. Leucoplast, if you remember it, they are colorless plastids that store starch. For example, in potatoes they are present. Chromoplast are the plastid that gives color to the flowers and the fruits. They contain some pigments like xanthophylls, anthocyanins, and the chloroplast, which is green in color because it contains the pigment chlorophyll that helps to trap the solar energy which is required for the process of photosynthesis to occur. So this was the background of the topic. Now we'll come to learn about the structure of chloroplast. Now what happens here, as we all know, chloroplast, it is a oval shaped organelle and it is a double membrane, like it has an outer membrane and it has an inner membrane. So outer membrane, it is fully permeable and inner membrane is semi-permeable in nature. After this, it has this flattened sac-like structures that are known as thylakoids. These thylakoids, they have chlorophyll in their walls. I have shown them with green color so that you can memorize it. The green color of these thylakoids means that they have pigment chlorophyll inside their walls. Now these thylakoids, they are embedded in the colorless ground substance. I have shown it with some fluorescent color, the stroma. Now the term is stroma, which is the colorless ground substance of chloroplast. Then these thylakoids, they pile up one above the other, forming a stack, and this is known as a granum. So this is one granum, this is second granum, this is third granum. Together they are known as grana. The plural is grana. So these granums, they are interconnected with each other with a lamella. I haven't labeled it here. They are lamellae. What the lamellae are hollow structures which help to transport the nutrients and the substances which is essential for these thylakoids to keep them alive, to keep them functioning. These are the hollow connecting tubes. These are the passages for the transfer of the nutrients and some different substances. Then we have some interconnecting bars which connect to one thylakoid with the other, and these thylakoids into the stroma. They are known as fret. So these are the different parts inside the chloroplast. So just have a look: outer membrane, inner membrane, clear grounded substance stroma. This stroma is different from the term stoma that you have read in the transpiration, in which let me show you here. So these are the guard cells and the opening present between them is a stomata, or we call it stoma. So do not get confused with the stoma and stomata. Now where these chloroplast cells are present, they are present here between the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. These mesophyll cells are present. We have read also in this stomatal transpiration mechanism. So these palisade mesophyll cells and spongy mesophyll cells, here I have shown, they contain this chloroplast, which helps to trap the energy and which helps in the process of photosynthesis. So this pigment chlorophyll, it is composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and magnesium. So this is all about the structure. Rest video, in the next video, in which we are going to discuss about the light dependent and light independent reactions, that I'll post later.